I'm not expecting you to love me. I only go by what you show me. I'm not expecting you to love me. I only go by what you show me. Like why you always on my mind? I'm about to roll, it took your time.
Okay, hello. I don't want none of y'all to talk about me being a broke down Barbie right now. Let me explain before I even get into this video, because I know y'all gonna be like, girl, what the hell you got going on? So, okay, my contacts went in my eye. So, of course, you know, I'm out of contact, which means I can't see. So, I had to wear my glasses. Now, when I wear my glasses, my lashes was like this, throwing up gang signs. Well, like this, throwing up gang signs on my glasses, right? Because they couldn't, you know, breathe and flap like they're supposed to. So, there was like that, and it got to the point where it started to irritate me. Some of the lashes started to get in my eyes. Like, it was just bad. So, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to get this shit off, and I was going out of town. So, I'm like, well, my only option is to cut this down. And they was down, and now these have fallen out. I think I got all of like maybe 2 or 3 more that need to fall out on this side. And then I got a ton on this lash. You know, they falling out day by day, but it is what it is. I didn't want to have any excuses as to why I'm not getting my videos out, because I know that has been a problem for me in the past. So, here I am, you know, broke down Barbie and all, but she's still, you know, very much cute, very much not put together, but very much cute. So, you know, it is what it is. Hold on, my food's done. Okay, I'm back. So I just so happened to be on my lunch break from work. I have some, I ain't even gonna show y'all my spinach because I just put that in there for 4 minutes. I mean, my zucchini and squash. I just put this spaghetti in there for 4 minutes because it would not heat up. But I don't know if y'all can see. I ain't even gonna show y'all the squash. I ain't gonna waste my time or yours. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat that and talk to y'all about my Rolling Loud experience. Father, thank you for this food. Please allow it to nourish my body. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Boom. So we at it. Oh, by the way, this is veggie pasta with ground turkey spaghetti sauce. It's bomb too. I'm actually, you know, a little taken aback at it. But to jump right in, my Rolling Loud experience, it was an experience. I really don't know any other words to use besides it was an experience. It was very different from what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like this magical ass experience, which it was magical. But I think you know, they need more videos like what I'm about to put out that shows you and tells you exactly how it is. So because it was such a long event, I'm going to do it day by day. So I already did day 1 in LA, and this will be day 1 of the festival, because it was a music festival. It's one of the largest hip-hop music festivals that there is. The title Rolling Loud already kind of gives away the vibes, you know. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, Google it. Urban Dictionary, whatever you gotta do. It was a vibe. Day 1, they had, I don't even know how many on their lineup. It was so many. So me and my homegirl, we downloaded the app, which was very useful. They give you updates, like they'll tell you if somebody cancels or if they get a new performer. You're able to make friends and not really have to contact them through your phone. You can contact them via the app. And you follow, you add lists. It's all kind of cool things. They give you set times. You could purchase merch, all kind of things. But we mainly used it to figure out set times and to figure out what performer was going to be at what stage, because there were 3 different stages. So they had the Verizon stage, they had the High Hemp stage, and they had the, what's the last one? And the Zen stage, Z-E-N. So they had 3 different stages, and they had all the performers at different, you know, in different places. And we weren't really fond of that because we kind of wanted to just stay in one place. Now, let me paint this picture for you, because this is exactly how it was. So when you first arrive, one, it's people everywhere. I mean, people everywhere. I thought it would be more of an adult experience, and honestly and truthfully, it wasn't. Me and my homegirl felt like children at this festival, if I'm being honest. We felt like children. You know, if you're feeling the vibe, you really don't want to be around high schoolers or anything like that, and I definitely feel like that's what was going on. You walking in, you see all this different cool stuff. They have different vendors, food trucks, bars, restaurants. Well, not really restaurants, but like, you know, walk-up spots you could get food from. Merch spots. They had basketball court, skate park, a Ferris wheel, slingshot. Like, it was cool. It was really cool, and I really wanted to get on that Ferris wheel, and I'm really, really sad that I didn't. So yeah, it was cool. I'm not gonna say anymore. Yeah, it was cool. And then once you try to get to the actual stages that these people are performing at, it's just open. Open. Okay? Like, just open. And that irritated my soul because we had GA Plus. So you have GA tickets, you have GA Plus, you have VIP, and I think VIP Plus or something like that. We had GA Plus tickets. So I feel like because we paid a little bit extra, we should have had better amenities with our purchase. So we should have had a barricaded off section where we were allowed to stay or where we were allowed to stand. But the way that Rolling Loud runs things is that it's kind of a first come, first serve. If you want to see that performer and you want to be right next to that performer, then you need to be there early. But unfortunately, it's a 12-hour concert. Nobody is going to be at that concert from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. That's just not reasonable. It's not reasonable. You have nowhere for us to, or barely anywhere for us to sit. We don't have anywhere close by that we could lay our heads. You're not allowed to come in and out of the concert. Once you're in, you're in, and once you're out, you're out. It just wasn't necessarily feasible, if that makes sense. So that was a downfall. The first person that we wanted to see was DaniLeigh, and she didn't come on until 5 p.m. on Saturday night. That was day one of the concert. She didn't come on until 5, and we knew we wanted to see, not 5. Yeah, 5. And we knew we wanted to see the baby. So we got there around maybe 4:30 because parking was ridiculous. Traffic was ridiculous. It's LA. Traffic is already crazy. So, getting off of the exit, we were in traffic maybe 10 minutes before we got off the exit. By the time we finally found somewhere to park, mind you, we was trying to park on the street because they were charging $40 to park anywhere else, which is kind of expected because it's a huge concert. But we found some random, now don't ask why we did this, but we found some random people who was parking cars in their home, girl. Not girl, but, you know, parking cars in their home. Like, they have these long, like, I don't know if that's just LA or California, period, but they often have these long-ass driveways that lead from the front of the house to the back of the house and around you. So that's how they driveway was. And he was like, you know, I promise I won't do anything to your car. I don't know what told us to trust this man, but for some odd reason we trusted him, and he charged us, well, he tried to do 40, and you know, sometimes you just gotta play stupid. Like, bro, I don't have 40, I got 30 for you. What you trying to do? And he was like, okay. So we paid him 30 and we parked. Okay, period. So we parked the car, and then, you know, we walked down. It's probably like a 8-minute commute. It wasn't bad at all. We get down there, you know, getting into the gates, and all of the people were really I said I wasn't gonna say all of the people were nice. They were all the people were nice. They were very bitch. They were informative. We were able to get to our gate. Okay, so fast forward because I already talked about how we were in. So yeah, we're at the gate. I mean, we're at the stage, and you honestly are like this. Excuse me, move, hey, oh, damn, you just stepped on my shoe. Like, that's what the fuck we, excuse me, that's what the hell we was dealing with. Like, it wasn't together, and maybe that's what you should expect. I've never been to a concert besides Birthday Bash, and people in Atlanta know what Birthday Bash is. That's the only concert I've ever been to, so I wasn't prepared for that. And even Birthday Bash, you have your own seat. Like, it's no reason for you to be stepping on nobody's toes, or for you to have to legit, like, it's a body right here, excuse me, and you're legit moving through, you know what I'm saying? Legit squishing your body through other people's bodies just to get to where you need to be to see who you want to see. It was ridiculous, honestly. It was ridiculous. And on top of that, it was freezing. Let me say it again. It was freezing in California. And I don't know why I did not think of that. Like, I just knew we was about to have a cool, calm, slightly warm with a little breeze of a weekend. But we were freezing. So we got out there about 4. And we seen Danny Lay. We heard the baby. We could see him a little bit, but we really couldn't see him like that. No. I don't think the baby was day 1. If it isn't, I'll edit it out. We seen her. We seen some guy named Lil Mosey. If I miss somebody, I'm gonna answer their name because I really don't even remember day 1 like that. It wasn't the best experience for me, honestly. So, come like 9 o'clock, I was ready to go. And I had on pants and a shirt, and a short sleeve shirt. I was ready to go. It wasn't nothing that you could tell me. Like, we was in there, we 24 and 25. Jumping gates, girl. Jumping gates. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Like, in there jumping gates just to get up to kind of see somebody. But by then, we didn't really have, you know, the knowledge behind it, which is why I don't understand why they did a 2-day instead of a 3-day. Because most of the other ones, like Miami, or I can't remember the other location, but most of those other shows, they do 3 days. And I think that would have been a little bit more beneficial. So day 1, you have the people that you kind of know, but you kind of don't. More sort of underground. But then you save half of those people because you still want people to show up day 2 and day 3, you know? So, but you want them to show up throughout the day and not just for that one particular set. So I think that should be day 1. That'll get you a little acclimated to how things actually go. Day 2, that's when you have your popping artists with half of them, and then day 3 is the other half. I think that's what they should do because I feel like we wasted our money day 1. Honestly and truthfully, I feel like we wasted our money day 1 because we didn't know how to get up there. We didn't know how to see people. We didn't know the gist of everything, and we got up there early before the person that we wanted to see came up just so we could do that. So we left, and that was pretty much it. Day 1 just wasn't the best. It wasn't. And I was a little upset about that. We legit spent $400 maybe on those tickets per person. And I get you're paying for the experience, you know. You're seeing a lot of artists. So there, it's worth it. But having to whoop somebody's ass just so I could see these people that I paid to see, nah. It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up. I just almost choked. But yeah, overall, out of a 1 through 10, I would rate my Rolling Loud experience day 1 as a 5. Overall, a 5. We were supposed to see a little baby. We were supposed to see, I think they said Young Thug was there too that day. And I love me some Thug, okay? I would've got right with Thug, okay? But I couldn't do it. It was too cold. And they know that it's the middle of the winter, but not that it's their responsibility, but they didn't have any area with heaters. Like, you know, if you ever been to the club, they got those big tall things that they'll put around just so, you know, if you do get cold, you can go stand by it so you won't catch hypothermia or anything. You'll be, you know, okay. Nothing. I didn't see anywhere where they were selling those hand warmers. Nothing. That is day 1. Throughout this video, I will be inserting different clips so you could kind of see what I'm talking about in terms of the layout, how the stage kind of looked from a day 1 perspective. Day 2 is a lot better. You guys are going to love day 2. But I feel like this video is very much needed for somebody who is interested in going to Rolling Loud, but you don't really know what to expect. You don't want to spend that money, and you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So if you're that person, this video is for you. So holla. Let's have bullshit. Thank y'all so much for the energy so far.
Yeah.